Welcome back. Now, so far we have done one finger chords. We did G and G7th originally. Then we did G and C. Those were one fingers but few strings. Then we took two fingers and moved them across the strings, and I've already explained that. And if you don't get the across, go watch the other videos, please. That's why it's there. Okay. Now, the last one, we added a finger, correct? So what we're going to do this time, we moved it across the strings, and again, that's been explained in other videos, what across means versus up and down. Okay? We went across, but we can also go, check this out, up a fret when we get to E. Now, this is an F major 7 sharp 11, or throw up chord if you just play it by itself, right? If somebody says play an F chord and you do this, they're going to be mad. Okay. By itself, it is not particularly pretty. By itself with an E chord, right? We had E. That was 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings. And going just up and down, and we talked about up and down. Here's our proof, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get a very Spanishy sounding, right? Now this is generically Spanishy sounding. I don't want to offend anybody who knows actual Spanish music, right? I mean, this is tip of the iceberg, but it is a very common sound attributed to, I majored in classical guitar as well as jazz and some other things. Flamenco is a very common sound, and just kind of Spanish in general. Like I think of it as like the bullfighter music, right? So what I did is I just moved it up a fret. Now watch this. If I move it up one more fret, not my favorite. If I move it up one more fret though, this chord works really well. Now this was 2 frets up. 2. 1, 2. Okay? So we did. This is the 2nd fret. This is the 1st fret. When I think of this chord, I personally think of the 2nd fret. Okay? We're not going to think 2, 1. That's a waste of time. It's a shape. Okay? So when I go to this, I'm not thinking 3, 2 and 5, 4. I'm thinking 2nd fret, looking at the main fingers, right? 3rd fret, 5. Or whatever you want to do with it, right? And it doesn't mean that any other place that you would slide that chord is necessarily wrong. Use your ear. There's plenty of places to slide these shapes too, and that's what we've been doing for the last several lessons, is first moving a finger, then moving a shape, then moving a shape with an extra finger, and now we're moving it up and down instead of across the strings. This is a thing that you can do from day one to start making up ideas, to start playing around with the instrument without having to know a lot. That's why we're doing it this way. Okay? Now, if we combine that with A minor to E, so this F major 7, back to E, that is my favorite Insta song out of the bunch, right? Probably do that. Now what I did was I was picking the E string for the E and the F, and then I decided that I like the sound of the 5th string better. It's going to be experimenting from here on out. These are most of the basic chords. We got a couple more to get through, and then we get to get into some lead guitar stuff too, which is of course my favorite thing, honestly. That's why I majored in jazz. So this is kind of our challenge Insta song for the moment, moving 3 fingers, right? Next video, we're going to get into our remaining open position chords. Then we're going to get into power chords, and at that point, that is all the basic chords you need. It's not all the chords you need. It's all the basic chords you need. You will be able to play literally anything adequately with that, okay? There are rules and exceptions, but 99% of the music you hear, you can either use these open position chords, which we had A minor and E, we had this kind of weird F, we would probably want to add another F, which we will. We're going to add G, C, and D. We're going to add power chords, and that's it. You are more than halfway through the basics. Next chords are multi-fingered, though, so stay tuned and ante up because it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. All right, see you in the next one.